to WT in 1977, graduated in 81. I think Pat followed in 79.
No, I started in 78.
Oh, my bad. Yes, I did marry a younger man.
And graduated in 82.
I went up there for orientation and loved the geography and the fact that there was no humidity.
When I was in FFA in high school, we would have district competitions and stuff, and WT would host those. So I got familiar with the college then and liked the ag department.
I lived in a dorm and I loved it and made lots of friends. And I was a song girl for the last 2 years I was there, and I loved every minute of that.
I worked at the WT Ranch at the time. I worked at the feedlot. But my freshman year I worked at the WT Dairy, which was a great experience because you learn what you don't want to do, which is work at a dairy. And I did fall in love with the ranch. I love feeding calves. I love taking care of the cows. I worked for Dr. Sagabil and for Dr. Montgomery. They were both good men and good examples.
So first day of class, we go in and I get in the back of the classroom because I'm not really interested in it, and I noticed Pat, he's in the front row. During the class time, I would notice Pat every once in a while turning around and I catch my eye. So when I went to the library at the end of the semester, he was there. Come to find out, he went there a lot to study because he's good like that. And he became my tour guide for the library. And he was hilarious. And that's how we first met, was in the library because I had to do a paper.
You know, so when I did see her in the library, I knew it was someone in my class. So, you know, that's take advantage of any situation you can.
I think I passed. I know I passed, but maybe a B, I'm not even sure. Who remembers the paper? I was just thinking about him.
Wellington is a community in Collingsworth County, is a community that the citizens do not mind helping and doing anything at all to help the community or the county prosper or do well, particularly with kiddos. And the blessing that the Zephyr Foundation and Pat and Val have given Collingsworth County and Wellington and the surrounding area.
Well, I grew up in Wellington, and when I graduated, my dad was taking on some more land and needed help, and it just made sense for us to come back home. You know, looking back on it, it was the perfect thing.
I was a city girl, never wanting to live in the city. Knew when I went to college I wouldn't move back to Houston.
As far as community effort goes, is the Ritz. I mean, we've had top entertainers.
We are in the Ritz Theater, and it's a 1929 Greek revival theater that was revived and brought back to its original glory in 2007 through the generosity of the Zephyr Foundation. I
wanted it to not only be a place for to do programs and plays, but to show movies just like it used to do.
We enjoy first-run movies and amazing acts, country acts of all kinds, theater. We utilize the stage for all different kind of functions with our school as well and our community.
People of all ages, and children included, get so much joy from the programs that the Ritz puts on. I think it just improves their quality of life for sure, and I know it does mine as well.
The WAC has been in operation, the Activity Center has been in operation for a little over 20 years now.
As I was teaching in school one day, I had a student say, that building would make a great, you could put tennis courts in there. So because of a student's suggestion, we approached our city manager and asked if it was possible to put in an activity center for our community and for the kids to have a place to go.
The Wave, it's been here since 2015, and we serve Wellington and the surrounding community.
We put in a new swimming pool, but it was a little bit bigger with, some slides and some funner things, and area for the little kids so that they could have fun.
They finance my entire summer program every year. It's a kid-based program. We just do all kind of things for just kids. It's nonprofit. They don't have to pay for anything. Any kid can attend.
Just now, we had open house last week of the new physical therapy facility here at the hospital, thanks to the Zephyr Foundation.
They're just givers. They like to see the community do better and grow and sustain what we have.
They are some of the most humble people you'll ever meet, very generous. They go out of their way to help the community. They kind of got a vision.
She's done a lot of projects in Wellington, and a lot of them have been stuff that she saw the need for.
Not just me, but Pat. He's a big factor in it, and they call him a lot for questions.
Well, that's because I answer my phone.
Together, Pat and I have kind of focused on community, family. I like giving to scholarships, of course, but I like doing children's programs, seniors programs. I like to see everybody enjoying something that we can improve their lives, whether it's cultural or arts. And I don't mind doing something that's a little bit experimental, because you never know when a program starts up that it's the one that's going to work.
When you're given something like this, it's really a gift.
A privilege.
A privilege, it really is. And you have to look at it like that, an honor. And we've involved a lot of people, and they give something that's even more important than money. They give their time.
Right.
A lot of community support, and none of this could happen unless you had a community willing to help us.
It's a joy to see people of all ages enjoying something, and maybe it improves their health, it improves their education, you learn things while having fun. What's better than that?
They've been extremely blessed, and they've made sure that they've passed that blessing on to a lot of folks.
They're awesome people. They really are. They're the kind of people that give and give and give and give.
I think it's amazing. I think it's long overdue. And I think it's just one of the most wonderful things that we can do to honor her and Pat and their legacy that they're leaving.
Any accolade that they're receiving today or whenever is thoroughly earned and thoroughly deserved.
They're just very, very special people. And they never ask anybody for anything. And they never want to thank you. I'm shocked you guys get to honor them this way.
We felt very humbled with it. We felt that there was probably a lot of other people that should have been chosen first, that wow, what an honor. But we have such respect for Dr. Wendler. If he asked us to do something, we're
jumping through every hoop. We feel like we don't deserve it, but we're quite honored to receive it.
We are. We're very honored,
Yes.
and we appreciate it a lot. At WT, you've got the great buildings, you've got the facilities, but that's not really the deal. It's the professors, it's the staff, it's the people at WT, and it's the heart of the Panhandle. And I think you can't find people like that anywhere else. It's a place we love.
It's a special university. It provides so much education of all kinds. So if we've helped in any way in any of the programs that educate the people of the future, then we're glad to do it.